cacao powder, cacao beans, and this is cacao itself. And very white. And they're selling chocolates here. That was the first time I tried mango and matcha chocolates. They were good. So I took a slipper bus to Ninh Binh, which is a thing in Vietnam if you don't know. There are like 10 bunk beds. You have water, television that I don't know how to use. Also close this one. You have air conditioner, a little blanket here. Morning. Arrived in Ninh Binh at the evening after like 9-10 hours of drive. So the hotel is absolutely beautiful. Today I'll probably go to the city center. By city center I mean here in Ninh Binh you have Tom Kok, which is basically a touristic city center where backpackers and other tourists go, and then there is a real city center which is quite boring and you don't want to really go there and there is not much. Anyway, this is the road going to the bungalow, and these are bungalows, and one side looks at this beautiful small lake with a, you see this mountain, right? And then you gotta see the other side of the bungalow, which is where our balcony is. The inside of the bungalow is already quite messed up, so I'm not gonna show that. But look at this balcony. I'm just gonna shut up. This is a place where you write a book. So how do you like my new office? This is the restaurant area of our hotel. Look at how beautiful it is. Area we're staying in now is Trang An, and as I said, there's another area which is a touristic center which is called Tom Kok. And you have boaters, a few boaters with different routes living from both of these places. There's no noise. Nothing else than me. Absolute silence. And only nature. Birds. I can hear birds. I can hear wind. This is what Ninh Binh is about. This place, by the way, is around $40 a night with discount. Without discount, it was much higher. You can find the way cheaper places in Ninh Binh, but look at this, like it's completely worth it. Where am I? In Ninh Binh Hospital. As you see, do whatever you want, but make sure you don't need hospital in Ninh Binh. You don't have options. This is a general hospital which has like 2.5 stars review on Google Maps and terrible reviews. I actually came to the other private clinic. They recommended me to come to this general hospital. In the emergency, they finally found someone who would like to treat it. Yeah, I know it's in the middle of nowhere, so if you find a doctor here, it's really fortunate, but the general condition, I couldn't take a video inside, but it wasn't good. It was not good. I've lived in Da Nang for a year, and Da Nang has super hospitals, super clean English-speaking doctors and everything. It's a general government hospital, so you can't do much. They even wanted me to move my bed to the other room in the hospital and then lie on it. Crazy experience. I didn't do anything here because I didn't really trust that it's gonna be clean enough. This is the road going to the hotel. It's completely among the mountains, lakes, and terrible roads. Back to the hotel. Instead of hospital, found a pharmacy. She did all the cleaning and she was a very nice person, helpful. The total cost of the medicines was like $40. I'm gonna add the link to the description of the pharmacy if you ever need someone to help you with these minor issues. That pharmacy is way better than the hospital. This is lunchtime. This is a famous Vietnamese food called steam buns. Like, it's very soft, and there is a meat, egg inside. If you're in Vietnam, you're gonna hear this all the time in the streets from motorbikes selling these bun bars. Let's go. There are a few versions of this. This is just very simple. I don't like it too much because the bread around it is just too soft. Hello. So, after a few days of sitting at home, now I'm out to the famous boat tour. So there are two different options. There is one leaving from Trangon and then one from Tom Cock. So this is where you come to buy tickets, which is a few hundreds of meters away from the from where boats leave. There are two options here in Tom Cock, one with electric car and the other without. With the electric car it's 350,000 dong, and without it's 250,000 dong. And with electric car you stop at some point and use electric cars to go to temples, which I don't want to do because of my leg. It still hurts a bit, so I'll just use the boat tour. And for that you need to go like a few hundreds of meters away from this ticket, from this like boat departure station, to buy those specific tickets without electric cars. And when you come back you can use these yellow shuttles. But yeah, it's stupid, but I need to go away to buy those tickets. I just bought them, came back, now I'm gonna get into the boat. Another strange thing here is they take 4 Vietnamese on one boat here, but only 2 foreigners in one boat, because foreigners are obviously bigger. So that's why they have specific place for Vietnamese, like specific line for Vietnamese and specific line for foreigners. Today, luckily, it's my favorite weather. Now sky is clearing up a little. It may rain in a few hours, but for now there's no sun. This cafe beats like 90% of the cafes I've ever seen. Look at this. The lady here takes photographs. That was today in Creative Business Ideas. This looks like cemetery. Also temple, but I think it's cemetery. When I die, please, someone bury me here. And this is your eternal view. At the top of that mountain there is a huge dragon or dinosaur, I don't know what it is, but yeah, people hike there. There is some magnificent view. See this mountain? We're not gonna go around it, we're gonna go through it. We are in. so epic. You have like max 1 meter here. There are water dropping. And it echoes. Watermelon juice. My favorite lovely drink, one of my favorite drinks. The first one is coconut, fresh coconut. Many people were complaining about the boat drivers that they are nagging for tips and then they're trying to sell you paintings and so on. Our boat driver, like, she was amazing. She just tried once to sell us paintings, but that was all. We said no, we don't want it, and yeah, case closed. We had a very peaceful ride. Some of the reviews on maps says that like, we wanted to throw out the driver because like they keep nagging us for too much. That wasn't the case for us. I tipped the driver nevertheless because I think it's a very hard work. Good morning. So our Ninh Binh tour ends here. Unfortunately, I could only go to one of the boat tours, only Tamcock. I planned to do the Trangan boat tour yesterday evening or today morning. You see, morning today is like this. They actually do boat tours on a rainy weather too, but I don't know how it goes. Those are small boats, as you have seen. They probably need to constantly take out water from the boat. I'll keep Trangan boat tour for the next time. If you're doing Trangan boat tour, it's best to do the 3-hour long one because that includes 1 kilometer long cave. That's all about Ninh Binh. You have boat tours, a few routes, and that's the only and most famous activity you can do here. You can actually live in Ninh Binh. If you are a nomad, you can live in Ninh Binh for 1 or 2 months. In a season, the center is small, but it has everything you need. The thing is, next time I will probably try to find a cooler season. This is the best season to come to Ninh Binh, which is like September, October, but it gets very hot during the day if it's not raining like this. My destination now is to Hanoi, and this is pretty much the end of my North Vietnam tour. That has been a good one.